beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. So today I have in store for you guys a special pick a card reading. We are going to be looking into how to make your energy expensive. Now I'm not talking about financially, yes, that would be nice, bonus for sure. In all areas of life, how do you make your energy expensive? How do you infuse so much good deliciousness into your experience, your inner experience, that you're the ultimate magnet for all of your desires, essentially. So how can we enhance our energy? If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. You guys, your positivity and your feedback is what keeps me going. I'm going to keep putting out that good content for you to enjoy. Please take of it what you can. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the 10-day Cleanse to Abundance Challenge. I'm going to make it available until the end of October. This is offered for a limited time where I'm giving free training showing you guys how to process your emotions and how to become more of a magnet for your desires, how to enrich your energy. So there are most definitely tips that I've been partaking in for years that have helped to create a beautiful life and a much more peaceful life for myself. Especially when you're empathic and you're intuitive, it's so easy for our energies to get drained by the world. And so there are certain precautions you need to take. I would even encourage you to check out my Infinitely Sensitive series that I started out at the beginning of this channel. Always remember to take what resonates and leave what does not resonate. You're in the driver's seat of your life. You may not necessarily be able to control what roads you drive on or what paths and what hills you hit along the way, but you can always choose how you respond to the situation. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the pile preparation. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the pile preparation. So let's go ahead and get started with lighting the candle here. All right. So I'm on fire today. That's the mood. That's why I had to pop on the Lady Danger Red as Can Be lipstick, because that's my mood. Okay. Alright, guys, we are doing 4 beautiful piles for the collective today. We are looking into how to make their energy expensive. How can they improve their energy so that it feels it is enriching and is expensive, so that people are just drawn to them, opportunities are drawn to them. How do we enhance this experience? Let's go. Welcome to my podcast. Pile number 3, guys. I think my laugh is so weird. Me and my sister laugh the same way too. But I like laughing. Hearing my laugh, I'm like, ugh, why? But I like laughing, so who cares? Pile number 4, guys. Ooh, you got one right away. Go pile 4. Yeah, I'm excited about this reading. I came up with this idea because I'm like, wait a second, I don't know how many people will be into this because they might look at the title and be like, what does that mean? Make my energy expensive? Or they might know, because if you've been on my channel, I talk about making your energy expensive all the time. Healing expensive energy makes a difference. You know, I was just reading something about make sure you recharge, make sure you're doing your healing, because if you just go out into the world and put your energy out there, people are just feeding off of what you can offer. If you can't offer true, good, healthy vitality or energy, you're going to attract the people who match you where you're at, you know? So you just got to watch for that. Pile number 2, please. And wait a second. I'm going to do that again. I think I said pile number 2, but I meant pile number 1. Okay. Guys, pile number 1. Please. Thank you. Pile number 2, please. Thank you. Pile number 3, please. Thank you. Pile number 4, please. Yes. Yeah, but this is, what my channel is dedicated to, which is helping people to stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. And I have to remind myself of that all the time. When you put yourself out there, it's terrifying to some degree. The thing is, I'm so impulsive, I don't think about it. It hits me later. And when it hits me, it hits me hard. And I'm just like, okay, I need a moment to be with my emotions because I'm moody for no reason. Well, there's always a reason. And I need to process this. And yeah, putting myself out on YouTube, yeah, it takes some processing. It's like not being seen is one thing, but being seen, I gotta say, it's a whole nother thing to get acquainted with. Pile number, that was 1. Take that. We're gonna go in order. Pile number 2. So, yeah, it can be uncomfortable. And as far as critics go, people are just reflecting how you feel about yourself. Let's be honest. My inner critic is way worse than whatever I've ever received out in this world. I'm like, no one can tell me anything that I haven't already told myself that hasn't been worse. And that inner critic is the brain, the survival brain. That's coming from a place of ego and fear. Not a fun place to listen to. But, when you give so much energy to your mental space, it's easy for you to be like, well, this is what's the reality, right? No, you have to constantly relearn what is the new reality we're creating for ourselves here. You have to constantly retrain yourself. Alright, guys. We're going to do pile 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You know the deal. 2 cards apiece, typically. Okay, keep going. Can I get a clarifier for that card, please? Pile number 2. Can I get a clarifier for that card, please? Pile number 3. Clarifier for that card, please. You got 2. Good for you. And then pile number 4, please. Yeah, and the one thing we always forget to do is, you can literally ask your guides, my voice cracked, your guides or the universe for any kind of help, any kind of assistance, anything. Anything. You have access to everything. Clarify for that card, please. And our guides adore us. They love us. They're here to take care of us. And it was so interesting because I did one of those readings about, message from the guides, and I was doing a reading, and I'm like, oh my gosh, your guides are they love you so much. You're their child. They're so proud of. And I was reading a book, and it was the same energy the guy was talking about. So yeah, I'm guys, I'm totally new to a lot of this stuff. I've always believed in it, but I'm just oh, okay, I'll get to that at some point, learning about that. Right now, I'm I just need to make sure on the material plane I'm doing good. But then the irony is actually the more you devote yourself to your spiritual plane, that the material plane, it becomes ease. You know, it's no longer like climbing a mountain. I was like, I'm not going to climb a mountain of my life anymore. Life should not feel like a climbing up the mountain. It shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't be confused. You shouldn't go from job to job to job just looking for fulfillment. It should just be like a flow, like a river. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is what feels good. And then I'm going to do this, and constantly training yourself to trust the universe and trust the divine, trust yourself that you're being divinely guided. Follow the divine plan. You know, I started this channel off of this idea of like following the divine plan. Open your mind to the divine plan. No longer believing in this like limitation of, oh, it's about money. Ridiculous. We're not here for money. What the heck does that do? You can't take money with you when you die. Why on earth would we be here for money? Pile number 1, please. So yeah, my energy's on fire because it is, and it's gonna be here for you guys. Pile number 2, please. Usually, the more energy I bring, the more accurate my readings are. I'm not gonna lie. I have noticed that. Pile number 3, please. Because I can just kind of like zap in there. Pile number 4, please. Yeah, if you guys haven't before, check out your human design chart. It's amazing in terms of re-educating yourself on how energy works. You know, sacral chakra, and you know how that energy works. Pile number 4, please. But I was like doing a reading earlier today, and I was like, you know, kind of talking to my guides, and I'm like, okay, guides, who are you? I'm just like curious, because I'm like, I've never really cared to before, because I'm like, they're just here to guide me, and I follow their guidance. They give me knowledge, downloads, I follow that. What the? Wait a second, where did that card come from? That wasn't supposed to be in there. Guys. Oh, that's so funny. Can I get one more for pile number 4? Thank you. Out of all the cards that came out of that pile, it was the one from a different deck. It's hilarious. Okay. But, you know, one thing I've learned is I follow my fire. I always say that. I follow my fire because it's better. It feels way better than following, you know, your discouragement. It feels way better than following, you know, sadness. And I'm a moon in Sagittarius. People are always asking me what are my signs. I'm a Sun Virgo, Libra Ascendant, moon in Sagittarius. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. A lot of my gifts are, I feel like I just sense they're past life gifts because they're pretty easy to tap into when I want to. I think I've already just developed them in previous lifetimes, so I'm just here to bring it to life in this lifetime. Pile number 1, please. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. I like came out of the womb just like ready to like declare war. Just kidding. Pile number 4, please. Not declare war. I just came out of the womb always feeling like I don't like the terminology chip on my shoulder, but I just came out of the womb just ready to do something. I've always felt that call. Like I'm here to do something, you know? I want to do something with my life. Something real, something authentic. Like I want to feel alive, you know? And I was just like doing all these jobs and I'm like, why do I feel dead? And why does this not feel good? Like what is going on? Universe, show me the way. And you just gotta pray, you know, I literally pray. I'm just like, God, show me the way. I don't know what to do, okay? Because we get caught up in our ego. We're always trying to think, you know, we're trying to use our brains to solve this. The brain is a computer. It doesn't know how to solve your problem. Your intuition does. That's better. It's the energy. Anyways, I'm taking a course with Mina, the Universe Guru. I'm aligning my energy better. So I'll let you guys know. I mean, you'll see, right? You'll see the evidence for yourself with my energy. But she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal at what she does. Okay. And I really want her to have continued success in her life. She will. She's the success queen. Okay. So that's 4 lovely piles here. Let's go ahead and do crystals. Okay, align me with the energies of pile number 1, please. Yeah, it's this one. It's like I can feel it, I can feel it here. Okay, pile number 2, guys. I love this crystal. It's so pretty and likes being picked. Pile number 3, guys. Yeah, it's funny. Like for my birthday, I'm like, what do I want for my birthday? Tarot cards and crystals. I'm like, there are other things I need, but I'm like, tarot cards and crystals. Please give me tarot cards and crystals. But no, I'm just like, there are other things I need. Come on, girl. This is pile number 3. Yep. Pile number 4. Ooh, we got a little bit of a blue color scheme. That's pretty. Okay, pile number 4, please. Pile number 4. Where are you? Where are you? We're here. We're here. I haven't picked citrine or like pendulum. Okay, I'm feeling it. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like you can pick more than one, but pile number 4. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This pile number 4. We're gonna do the clear quartz. Okay, let's proceed forward. I love the color scheme, so pretty. So pretty, it's so pretty. I'm so bad at memorizing lyrics. Except my own. Well, actually, I'm bad at memorizing my own lyrics, too. You know what's funny? I'm like, I memorized this one Chinese song, and I'm like, I never forget the lyrics every time that song comes on. That's so bizarre. Okay. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your pile. So let me go ahead and introduce the piles to you. So we have pile number 1 with the celestite. We have pile number 2 with the lapis lazuli. We have pile number 3 with the fluorite. And we have pile number 4. Did I say 3? I hope so. And I have pile number 4 with the clear quartz. Alright, you guys know what to do. Meditate on the pile or the piles that best resonate with you. And most definitely take your time. Inhale and exhale deeply. Here is your singing bowl. Pile number 1, if you chose the celestite, we're going to go ahead and start with you first. Hi, pile number 1, if you chose the celestite, then this is your reading. So today we're going to be looking into how to make your energy expensive for everything. All your manifestations and all your desires that come into your life. Okay, so as usual, I will read your crystal first and then your cards. Guides, dial me into the energies of pile number 1, please. How can they make their energy expensive? Show me what I need to see, hear, feel. Okay, well, the first message I'm most definitely getting, because the energy is very quiet and still, the stillness is going to be important for you. So if you're being called to stillness and like more quiet, you may be in a hectic lifestyle right now. You know, there may be a lot going on. I'm getting silence may be important. Silence is, what do they say? Silence is golden, right? So I think literally for this pile, silence is golden for you. It's going to be a golden experience. Yeah, you guys are needing some quiet time. And I think you guys are needing some time to daydream as well. That's what I'm getting. Like daydream. You guys, for this pile, I almost feel like you're being called more to get more lost in your dream world, dreamland, daydreaming a little bit more, just to tap into the possibilities of what you can create more of or bring more of into your life. I feel like maybe if you're being called to this, maybe you're overly practical, or maybe even overly in your mind, and you're always thinking about day-to-day things that you need to get done and your to-do list. You're being called to dream. Enter into the dreamland, dream world. Yeah, I'm like hearing the music, because every time I see this, I kind of get a little bit of Edward Scissorhands, and I'm like seeing that scene where she's dancing in the snow when he's cutting the ice, and she's dancing in the snow, and the music starts to play. It's like magic music and chimes. It's like, I feel like that's what you guys are being called to. It's like listening to your heart. I also get that with this crystal a lot. Like your childhood dream, like when you were a kid. So yeah, it's like I feel like you need to reactivate a childhood dream or a childhood desire for yourself. What do you think would be fun? Like, where would you like to go as a little kid? What did you want to do that was really fun and enjoyable for you? I feel like you're being called to do an activity like that. It's going to enrich your spirit. Yeah, so I'm like getting this visual of like a frozen cube or whatever, like a frozen cube, and something's locked in it. So you guys, for this pile, you need to thaw out. It's like your dreams are locked in an encased box, like a frozen box. It's been frozen in time, like it's still there. If you feel like, oh, I don't have any childhood dreams, or there's nothing I really want to do, that's not true. It's encased in a box that's like frozen that you haven't accessed for some time. It needs to thaw out. Yeah, put some heat on that. Melt it away. Melt it away. It's in there. That's what I'm getting. It's like it's in there, and maybe you don't think it's in there. But it's in there. It's frozen in time. It's like it's the exact feeling. It's the exact dream you've had since you were a kid. It's still there. It's the same thing. It needs to be reawakened. So, the first thing I would encourage you to do is maybe like pull out a journal and start writing and thinking about like, what did I want to do when I was a kid? What was fun? And just start journaling about that and then see where it takes you. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward into your cards. So the first card we have here is House 4, Cultural and Family Roots, Home, Peace, and Comfort. Yeah, beautiful energy. Clarified by Pisces. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Yeah, I was getting a lot of warmth energy, heart energy. We have the House 4 here. So to enrich your energy, so you guys are being called to maybe spend more time at home as opposed to like being busy. Maybe you guys are the go-getter group. You're out doing things, being busy, this and that. You're being called to maybe just be at home, be with family, and also just feel really comfortable and cozy, right? So maybe activating the connections you have currently in your home life, but also just getting like really comfortable with yourself, getting more in touch with your feminine side, your feminine energy, your intuition, journaling, take a bubble bath, read a book, have a cup of tea and read a book. Yeah, this is what's going to help you to enrich your energy, because I feel like this is something maybe you feel like you've been putting off for some time and you really want to do now. Yeah, I'm seeing a woman sitting at a table drinking a cup of tea. So I feel like you guys, this is what's going to enrich your energy. So this is what you've been needing to do. Like slow down, and just enjoy your daily life. House 4 also brings me back to, it says family roots, so your childhood. Pisces is about the ocean of emotion. So it's like, what did we experience in our childhood emotionally? Like, what are we still emotionally attached to or connected to? Yeah. And I think, again, journaling or reading a really good book is what's going to help to activate that for you. Okay, so we also have here, yeah, it's interesting how I said take a bubble bath and then we have the house floor. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, and sensuality. Yes, sensuality. I love that. So, sacral chakra is the way I said that. Sacral chakra is about tuning into your gut instinct, right? Listening to your gut, what feels good, what feels sexy to you, right? You know, what's turning you on? Like, let's be real. What's turning you on? What do you feel like burns a fire inside of you? Like, ooh, I really want to do this. Ooh, this feels really good. So that's what it is. That's that feeling you're looking for, that sensual connection. So you guys are most definitely being called to tap into your feminine energy here with all of these feminine signs, Pisces, house 4. And yeah, the sensuality is really sticking out to me. You guys are most definitely being called to tap into that feminine energy, just like enjoying yourself, slowing down, following into your desires, you know, having a really good, I don't know, cup of tea, or you can make yourself with like a healthy pastry. Don't indulge too much. Wheat does a number on my body, but who knows, maybe it's different for you. Tenderness, ooh, I love that. So because we have intimacy, this is a really good time like to get really connected. If you're in a relationship or with a partner, you know, rebuilding that intimacy is what's going to help to enrich your energy. Yeah. So sometimes, you know, the thing about sensuality, it's like always in there. Like the energy's in there. It just has to be reawakened. Like I'm kind of being taken to workaholic energy. So like maybe some of you guys have sort of, you know, you've been really in your masculine energy, but your feminine energy is really being called to awaken. And maybe that's what the thaw out imagery was as well. It's like thaw out that energy. It's in there. You just need to tune into it and access it. You know, reawaken that passion. So first it starts with you. So just like a good self-care really works. You know, just getting up, honestly, if I just sat in front of the camera without, you know, doing a little bit of something with my hair or whatever, I honestly would not feel that great about that, just because, well, I like the pomp and, is that the right word? I like the flair of getting ready for these videos. So, you know, I'll put on a nice t-shirt or a blouse or put on a little bit of a lipstick. Like, it just makes me feel good. Like, I feel like you guys are really being asked to tap into that femininity. Like, put on a little makeup if it just makes you feel good. It makes a huge difference. Because if you think about it, like, for me, sometimes I like to walk around my house like a bum and just be, like, comfortable in my PJs. But then I'm like, wait a second. Hold on a second. When I actually get ready, you know, I refresh myself. I'm like, it makes me feel good because I can literally get up and go anytime from my house and just be on the go because I look cute. So I feel like that's what you guys are being called to. Like, look cute, tap into your feminine sensual energy, get tender with yourself first. That way you have that availability for your partner. So sometimes people, they wonder, like, why can't I feel turned on? Or, like, because they're so tapped into their masculine energy. Sensuality, and let's be honest, sex, this is a PG, this is a PG channel, but sex, I can use that word anywhere, is feminine energy. It's part of feminine energy. So learning how to own that energy, you have to own it within yourself first. You know, intimacy, it starts with yourself first. Being comfortable in your body, really giving yourself, you know, affirmations and feeling good. Okay, let's move on. We have ritual sound healing throat chakra 20. Yeah, it's so funny. It reminds me of that scene from the Edward Scissorhands where she's dancing in that dress and snow is falling on her. So you guys are being called to do some sound healing. So that could be about like listening to really good music, or if you have a voice, singing. Throat chakra energy. So because I was talking about the writing is like really powerful. But throat chakra, like, writing is one thing, speaking the words is a whole nother thing because it helps to, it almost aligns you with the vibration of your desire quicker. So it's bringing me to house 2 here, 2, Taurus, right here with the number 2. So throat chakra, yeah. You guys are being called to activate your sound healing. So speaking, this, you could be singing songs. It doesn't matter if you're a singer, just sing, use your voice, say affirmations out loud. As well as speak your truth. I don't know, be more honest, have more intimate conversations with those around you if you need to. Let people know what's really on your mind, what's really going on, because this really helps to enliven that intimacy with yourself and tap more to that compassion as well with yourself. You know, if you feel like, you know, you don't have that compassion, availability to compassion with yourself and really enjoying who you are, this would be a great way for you to activate it. Yeah, also just listening to music would be very powerful for you as well. Yeah, music can be very healing, so make sure you're intentionally listening to songs or music that feel uplifting. And I guess that's why I was hearing the chimes too. Very healing, magical music. We also have here Hermit, seeks solitude to focus intently on the internet life, serves personal creativity. Shadow attributes withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Yeah, so you guys are being called to hermit mode, be at home, and just enjoy your own company so you can tap into this creativity here. All of these energies is feminine energy. Feminine energy is creativity. Sacral chakra energy is creativity. So this is what you're being called to, because you have all of that creative energy just like waiting to be thawed out inside of you. You know, it wants to be awakened, but you need to engage it. We also have here beauty. That's insane. And I was talking about makeup. Yeah, talk about, yes, aligned. So beauty, yeah, please, beauty is not shallow. Beauty is a beautiful experience. You think about nature, you know, why do people go hiking? Why do they go traveling? It's because they want to enjoy the sunset somewhere, like this big, beautiful, dramatic sunset. It's because nature is unapologetically beautiful. Nature is unapologetically beautiful. So for us to learn how to embrace our unapologetic beauty, and embracing our beauty is so important. Embrace this. We all have it. Beauty is not a physical look. It's not like, oh, you're born with beauty. It's an experience. It's an experience. Just look at nature, right? Think about the seasons when the flowers are blooming and looking great versus when the trees are like dead and there's no leaves, right? It's a transformative experience. And we, as human beings, we create this transformative experience whenever we want. So it's like you can transform yourself whenever you want. I love using like different colors of makeup because I'm like, I can be whoever I want to be. Whenever I put that lipstick on, I can just own it. I mean, I'm always myself, but I love, you know, painting my nose and just like doing little things here and there. That just makes me feel like a little girl again. And it makes me feel pretty. It makes me feel like I'm beautiful. I even looked in the mirror today and I was like, you're beautiful, because I don't think I tell myself that enough. You know, I'm just like, well, honestly, I was moody. So I just told myself that to like snap myself out of that mood. And it really helped. Yeah. And also looking in the mirror too. Yeah. Who cares if it takes you an hour to look cute? Just go stand in the mirror and look spend an hour looking cute and building your cuteness. Who cares? Like whatever you needed to do to feel refreshed. We also have here Mastery Saraswati 44. Okay. What would this energy be? I don't know. I mean, just all these energies, because they're all inner creative energies. I feel like this mastery is about like mastering yourself, mastering your feminine energy. I feel like for this pile, again, it's like you have something like really creative, intuitive. Maybe you are a Pisces, you have some Pisces in your chart, or you have like a strong fourth house. There's some like creative energy that wants to be activated here. So you're being called to master it right now. Maybe even just master being with yourself. Maybe mastering self-love. But it's all together. I'm getting you're here to master self-love. Yeah, with yourself. I think I said that. There you go and repeat. So to me, I'm going to take these two fours and I'm going to relate it to the fourth house, moon and feminine energy. That is what you're being called to tap into. Okay, so additional advice for this pile, guys. You can look at the number 44. I think 44 is somehow connected to like twin flames. I don't know. But 4 to me always makes me think of stability. Stability, a foundation or home. Yeah, so I think you're being called to create more of a foundation for yourself in terms of what you want. Realign your desires. And this is what this channel is about. Okay, so we have Pluto and Scorpio in the 7th house. Ooh, so you guys are going through some transformations in your relationships. Yeah. Excuse me. Voice crack-a-lackin'. So house 4, Pisces. Yeah, that makes me definitely think about like partnership. Scorpio can be very sensual. 7th house. Pluto, ooh, very intense. What would I say? What do I say? I mean, they want you to tap into this. So this is the advice. This is to tap into more of your sensual, feminine Scorpio is a feminine sign. Somehow, even though it's not a feminine, we always think of it and relate it to like femininity and relationships to some degree. So you are being called to tap into a little bit of that dark feminine energy as well. So this is about owning your desires. Owning your desires. What do you want? What do you want? What do you really want? Let's be honest. What do you really, really want? 4 and 4 also added to 8, which connects with the 8th house in Scorpio. So 7th house, even though it's about, you know, people and relationships and connections, still people are mirrors to us, right? We got a mirror here. They're mirroring to us who we are. That's why we get in relationships. Honestly, it's because we want to experience ourselves. And I know it's kind of weird, but it's true. And 44, you know, I said twin flames, but maybe some of you all do have some twin flames here. Yeah, so you're being called to sort of activate this energy in terms of, kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, connecting to your feminine energy, your dark feminine energy. Go ahead, look up dark feminine energy if you're curious to know more about it. But essentially, it's about owning your desires. So it's like, you know, that sass. It's the fire. It's like that. I could tell you about the feeling for me, and I can convey it that way. It's kind of like that feeling, like someone says something to piss you off, and you're like, oh, let me show you, and then you do the very, like you prove them wrong. It's kind of like that energy. Here's the thing: if we were always so passive. You know, feminine energy is passive, but if we are always too, like, if we are overly passive, then we don't get our desires. We don't get what we really want. You have to own it, like, inside of yourself first. But yes, people are mirrors to us, so they let you know, like, what's going on inside of you just based off of the experience you have with them. Okay, so tell me more about advice for this pile, how they can make their energy expensive. We gotta know. I love this reading. This is brilliant. Love the advice that's coming through here. We have here 2 swords, and we have the Justice card reverse. Okay. Yeah, definitely being called to tap a little bit further into your intuition. This is Libra energy here with the Justice card. This is also balance, fairness, and intelligence and intellect is coming through here. So let me go ahead and just pull some additional clarifiers to kind of look into this. I mean, we got 2 energies with the 2 of Swords, 7th house, a little bit of a duality popping up. Even Libra can be about duality. Okay, so let me get clarifier for the Justice card here. See what's going on. Or maybe I can stare at it and get something. Let me see. Both of these are feminines. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of that dark feminine energy. So, you know, we got sound healing and throat chakra. I was talking about, you know, speaking your truth and being a little bit more decisive. So there's like a decisiveness that needs to happen here in terms of what you want and being true to your desires, I think. Most definitely trusting your intuition. Pisces is about trusting your intuition. Again, so I was calling out that masculine energy. Sometimes we lose sight of our intuition because we're too tapped into that masculine energy, and we need to do a course correct. So I feel like your course correct is tapping more into that femininity, so you can get clear about what you really want. And speaking up for yourself too. Can I get a clarifier for the Justice card? Yeah, this is really about listening to your intuition, I think. We have here Page of Wands. That's that sensuality, that spice, that passion. Clarifier for the 2 of Swords. Well, okay, that wanted to come out. 10 of Swords. Which is about, you know, feeling like overwhelmed. Yeah, so I think maybe you guys are too tapped into your mental space. You know, I kind of called that out earlier. You're like thinking, you're overthinking, your thoughts are racing. You know, there's a lot going on in your mind right now. So the way that you need to get out of your mind is you get in your body and you bring out that fire. You know, get more in touch with your body. So take a really nice good bath. I always feel like being in your body, it's pretty simple. It's so simple that it's hard. Like being present and being in your body. But like this is where beauty can really play a part. So like, you know, putting on lotion or, you know, just getting in tune with like putting your clothes on and feeling the sensation, or putting on lotion or putting on makeup and feeling the sensation of it, or washing your face and just like, you know, having a really nice face cleansing routine where you're just like getting in touch with your body and just like feeling what's going on. I'm very sensitive to touch, but it's so funny. I'm sensitive to touch, but then I can be very spacey. Yeah, interesting how that works. But yeah, just like touch yourself. That sounds so weird. But yeah, just like, you know, put some lotion on, get more in touch with feeling your body, feeling the sensations in your body, and get out of your mind. Any more tips on how this palette can make their energy expensive goods? We're going to end this reading here. Jupiter, Taurus, look at that. Y'all got earthy energy in the 10th house. Okay, so Jupiter is about the planet of luck, beliefs. It's kind of like a convenient planet. You know, Jupiter and Venus to me are like really convenient. They kind of give you blessings and gifts with ease. So these are like planets where you don't have to work too hard. Taurus can be about pleasures as well because they're about enjoying the five senses, most definitely. So we were just talking about, you know, your sense of touch, activating all of your senses, and this is what makes you very magnetic. Actually, this takes me to a converse, like, you know, I was listening to someone talk about this. I think it's absolutely true. But when people are like really enjoying, like they're enjoying the flavor of their food, or the feel of the fabric, or the smell of the rum, or the smell of your perfume, or the sound, like you're hearing the music, like when you're delighted by, when you awaken all of your senses and you turn them all on, and you feel so present, this makes you very, very magnetic for your desires. Jupiter in 10th, I feel like I need kind of clarifiers for that one. I feel like it's an interesting, I feel like, I just want to say like your antenna is going to go off, like when more you tap into this energy, the more your antenna, like your magnetism is going to go through the roof. So just kind of like get some clarifiers. Clarifiers for Jupiter and Taurus and 10th. Those are both Earth energies. Okay, look at that. We got the Tarot card. Tell me more. And we got King of Wands. Okay. Tell me more. And we have a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, some of you, look, Jupiter can represent husband, too. For signs, okay. But I don't know, if one of the storylines, if there is a relationship you're currently in right now, it looks like they're showing up as a King of Wands, because most of you are feminine energies, and I'm getting a lot of feminine energy from this pile. So I think there's a bit of they're wanting you to shift this dynamic here in your relationship. There's a lot about your relationship here showing up. So some of you who are currently in relationships, something's needing to change. Can you tell me more about what this change is? Ooh. Okay, we got 10 of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. Okay, that's why you're being called to go through that transformation in the 7th house in your connections. Yeah, Libra can be about reverse. It can be kind of like divorce energy. So this might be a past connection that you had with someone. Tell me more, guys. We have here the Judgment card. Okay, these energies feel quite intense. Yeah, I mean, we got the rebirth and rebirth. It's like a start over, start again, start over, reset. They're asking you to tap into getting a reset here when it comes to how you connect to people in relationships. So if you're not currently in a relationship, they might just want you to rethink, you know, your relationship dynamics and how you connect with people. You know, again, tapping more into your femininity. If you're more magnetic, you can enjoy your relationships, especially if you're feminine, because your superpower is your feminine energy, and owning that is very important to help balancing a masculine and feminine polarity. Yeah, there's a rebirth. Okay, so just letting you guys know, if you're in a relationship and right now things are feeling rocky and difficult and you guys are feeling like separate and distant, you creating the reset, whether you have free will. So whether you want to be in this relationship or don't want to be in a relationship, they're wanting you to embrace this like reset, right? We got the Page of Wands earlier, like a reset, new life, new beginning. Give this person maybe another chance. Maybe they weren't being whatever. You guys, I'm feeling like, look, here's the thing about relationships. And I was talking about relationships are mirrors, and I think there's a reason why I brought that up. We always hold accountability. There's always a part we're playing in it, even if someone does something and it's not great, because we always hold responsibility in this connection. So maybe, by the way, you guys are earth signs, this person's a fire sign, that's what you got here. Our job is just to make sure we're in alignment, not, going to someone else and saying, hey, you did this, you did that, pointing fingers. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel healing. But here's the thing. I always say, it's like, really think about how you treat your partner, because they're a part of you. They're your other, it's not like they're your other half, but they're like a limb on your body. So it's like, when you mistreat them, it's like hurting yourself. When they mistreat you, it's like hurting themselves. So it's like, we need to really think about, even when we're going through our challenging times, how can we still approach this in a way that's very healing? They're really calling you to activate more of this intimacy with this person, and to tap into your senses to create this experience for yourself, to see yourself as beautiful and desirable. Tap into that feminine energy. It's going to help align this, create a rebirth in your relationship, essentially. Okay, so I guess some of you guys needed to hear that message. Pile number 1, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the lapis lazuli, then this is your reading. So as usual, I'll read your crystal first and then your cards. Guides, dial me into the energies of pile number 2, please. How can they make their energy expensive so that they can obtain all their desires in the world? Absolutely. Okay. Well, the first words that came through my mind or popped through my head were, it's all right here. It's all right here. So if you feel called to, like, do something, do this, do that, go there, I think you're most often being called to reassess your inner resources that are already made available to you. It's all right here. The answer you seek is here. Okay. Pretty sure I just heard kids laughing. Am I crazy? Laughter? Maybe laughter? Something about laughter? Okay. I'm seeing like a reflection, so something about, who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Okay. Those are the only words I know. Have you guys ever watched Mulan? So iconic, right? Yeah, something about seeing your true self, seeing yourself clearly. Look at yourself clearly, see yourself clearly. How do we see ourselves clearly? How can we see ourselves more clearly? Well, you become more observant. We just pay attention. We stop and we pay attention to us. How do we operate? We study ourselves like we're getting a PhD in it. We study ourselves like we paid in a huge heap amount of student loans just to get this degree. We study ourselves like this is the job of a lifetime. That's how we study ourselves. Because this is the job of the lifetime. This is your lifetime job. It's to know thyself. Okay, kind of being pulled into a storyline. I'm getting a lot of activity. I'm seeing someone who's like active in like different groups, and someone who likes to be active because they're like, okay, I'm trying to find myself. And it's like, no, your guides don't want you to keep finding yourself in other experiences. There's something here already that's ready to be experienced by you, inside of you, your inner resources that no one can show you how to access. I think you're searching for something, but it's not out there, it's here. It's right where you are. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to your cards. So, first card we have here is the Moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. Yes, we need a nurture. And the Moon is the reflection of the sun's light. Reflection. We have here house 1, yeah. Individuality, self-image, and approach to life. See yourself clearly. So this pile, to enrich your energy, you need to go on a this is me journey. Moon in the first house. I mean, this is about nurturing yourself, building your self-image, your self-worth. In terms of knowing who you really are, it's just about, diving into who am I? What am I here to do? What am I curious about? What's interesting to me? What feels good? What just feels good for me? Yes. Shine bright, shine that light, but it's your light. You are shining the light. Yes. What else can I say? I mean, I think a lot of it came through the crystal reading. Just focusing on yourself more, satisfying your emotional needs. Again, getting more attuned to like what do you desire by just observing. Moon is about emotions. It's about your emotion. It's emotional intelligence. Mercury's in like analytical, calculative intelligence, but the moon is more of a intuitive intelligence. Like really knowing yourself. Just pausing and just sitting and be like, did that really feel good? So you're being called to reflect a lot, like, because that's what I was getting. Reflect on yourself and be like, ooh, like what do I want? I think you're always, maybe you get influenced sometimes by other people and like, oh, this is what's good. And you're like, oh yeah, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. You're being called to ask yourself, what do you want to do? Just like Mulan, when she decided to transform, and she didn't want to wear all of that makeup. She wanted it to be this tomboy version of a feminine energy and have an adventure. That's what she wanted. So it's time to reflect on what you want. Maybe take some time to journal and most definitely be alone for a bit. But like, give yourself 10 minutes in the day where you just like sit and maybe you just pull up your journal and a pen and you just think about, okay, like what do I really want? What really feels good for me? And a lot of people say, oh, I don't know what I want. But that's not true. The thing is what you really want. It's like an uncovering experience, right? I think you've been trying to find yourself. It's like you've been trying. And I love this. I'm getting this from this pile. Like, I feel like you've been like really putting in the effort. Like, I'm really trying to like understand myself. But really, it's about how we feel in the experience. So, for example, when I started, how do I say this? I'll just give you like a random example, I guess. If someone goes in there like, okay, I want to be a teacher, and they go and they be a teacher, but then they realize their body's doing this. It's closing up. It's not really like, they don't really feel inspired. They're not excited to go to work. So it's about that. It's like listening for that open and close in your body where it's like, ooh, that's exciting. I got so many ideas. I'm so inspired. That's how you know. That's how you know what really sparks your adventure. Just like Mulan. She's like, I like riding horses. And I don't know, she's like, she didn't want to wear the makeup. That was fake. That was not who she really wanted to be. She really just wanted to be herself and accept herself and stop pretending. And part of her always knew. Like, she always knew she was a bit of a tomboy. She was very adventurous and she didn't fit in. And she was perfectly fine with that. Like, oh, I don't have to fit in. It's fine. But, she was trying to satisfy her parents. And that's very common in Asian culture. Very heavy burden for the child. That's a very karmic culture to be born in sometimes because there's a heavy pressure put on the kids to be a certain way. And you start to lose sense of yourself, unfortunately. So, with this moon showing up, I feel like you guys are intuitive in terms of like what you want, what you desire. You just need to tap more into it and practice it. Using your intuition is like a muscle. So just practice like really reflecting and thinking like, who am I? Does it make me feel good to wear this or do this or be around this people? Just listen to that. That's all you have to do. So just right now, think about all the experiences. I want you for this, this week, experiment and see when I talk to this person, does something open up or does it close up inside of me? When I'm doing this task, does it open something up or does it close something inside of me? Okay, let's move on. Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. Pretty intense. Okay, so that's about conscious manifesting. As above, so below. Trusting in the divine universe. With the house one showing up and the moon here, I feel like you guys have the ability to powerfully manifest what you want. And I feel like you've powerfully manifested things in your life that probably haven't been aligned with your true sense of self, like your true, like who you really are. right? Sometimes the moon can represent the subconscious. What are your deepest subconscious desires? You know, what do you really want? What's hidden beneath the surface? Okay, so we got cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifesting. Alchemy is about turning lead into gold. Conscious manifesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is about, again, the self-reflection thing. So it's like being consciously manifesting what you really want. So I feel like you guys have been sort of subconsciously, because that came up, subconsciously manifesting things that you think are right for you. Yeah, like manifest what you want. Manifest, consciously manifest. Intentionally bring things that really feel good for you. So we have here next the number 14, breathe in prana, heart chakra. Awesome. Yeah, breath of life. Beautiful. I kind of want to pull the book for this one. So we got a peacock here. I always feel like that's about standing out. We get house 1 here. So you are most definitely being called to like step into your true self, your authentic version of yourself. Take in the breath of life. This is me. Claim I am. Heart chakra, listen to your heart. Move from the space of your heart, your own desires. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let us see what we have here. This card comes as a message to you to go deeper into a relationship and use the breath of life to receive more power and pranic energy. Prana is the life that comes through the element of air, through the breath, and it is given to you because you have earned this life, because your life and your breath is a gift. You must receive it and enjoy it fully. This takes practice and a desire to be fully aware. Yogis practice having awareness of every breath. They understand the immense benefits that come with this moment-by-moment awareness. Conscious breathing, oh, there's that word again, conscious, called pranama, gives you prosperity, projection, ooh, and personality, ooh, on point. It also increases your aura. When you breathe consciously, let's do it right now. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Or you can breathe in and out of your nose. Yeah, that feels good. When you breathe consciously, you are engaging a support system that will carry you and heal you. The conscious breath is called the breath of life. And that is a way for you to connect with your infinity and your divinity. When you breathe continuously, you would know the universe, and the universe will know you. There we go. You know thyself, right? Be friendly and open. Embrace your ability to have a continuous relationship with conscious breathing. So that's the relationship they're pointing you out to, by the way. It's breathing. Conscious breathing practices assist you to maintain your vital energy by providing a flush of energy and balancing your endocrine system, so you may feel more generous and less irritable. Ooh, like how I felt earlier today. Irritable. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. We got here Fool, humor, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Shadow attributes, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. Okay, I think that's why I got the Mulan reference, because there's so much humor about her, you know? Instead of being this like proper girl, right? She's just like, yeah, I got a little bit of tomboy ways to me. I can crack jokes with the guys. I can laugh at life. I don't take myself so seriously. So I think for this pile, maybe you've been called to take yourself so seriously, or people have been telling you, oh, you know, live this life, become a doctor, yada, yada, yada. And you're like, but life is funny. I want to laugh more. I want to enjoy myself more. Fearlessly revealing emotion, yeah, with that moon, most definitely, yeah. Reveal how you really feel. So when you show people who you are, sometimes, yes, people will move away, but the right people will come into your life. So, you know, if we're wanting to be more in touch with authenticity, if we want to attract more of those divine partnerships in our life and consciously manifest, then we have to reveal how we really feel about things. We have to be honest. We have to be authentic. We have to be vulnerable. Yeah, so stop holding it in. Stop holding it in if you're holding it in. Let it out. Let it out. Show people. And maybe you want to make people laugh. Maybe you have a beautiful sense of humor you want to share with the world, and you've been hiding it. We have your compassion. Yes, yes. Enrich your energy through compassion. Compassion is passion in action. Compassion it's like more of a, like, passion is like, ooh, exuberant, but compassion is like, come to me. Compassion. It's about community. It's a coming together of emotions, feeling it within yourself. To me, passion is like the masculine version. Compassion is the feminine version. So it's like this inner passion, just genuine kindness that we have and we create with ourselves, you know? Letting go of this rigid idea of what you thought or who you thought you were supposed to be in this world. Having compassion for ourselves, when we have compassion for ourselves, we have genuine compassion for other people. And this is most definitely something I have to work through, I admit, because I'm my worst critic. And I have to remind myself to be compassionate towards myself. I love myself, and I just sometimes I have to freaking say it out loud. Just like, girl, I love you, okay? I love you. You're awesome. You're good. Life is good, okay? And I have to say it out loud because I forget. I get caught up in life. I know I get caught up in my mind. Sorry, no, life is beautiful. You want to be in life, but we get caught up in our minds. Have compassion for yourself. You are allowed to be a flawed, beautiful, imperfect, beautiful, like perfectly imperfect, peacock human being, okay? We also have here the sun. Yeah, this is about you. This reading is about you shining light on you. You who you want to be, you. What you want, what you desire. It's time for you to radiate your true light. And I like how I mentioned the sun earlier, so here it is. It's coming back, the sun. You're the sunlight. It's time for you to radiate your light. Heart chakra, Leo energy, radiate your light. 5th house, Leo energy. 1, first house. Radiate your light. What's your light look like? I want to know what that looks like. We also have here knowledge, Athena, 5. Oh, that's a different energy. I'm gonna dial into this and say it's intuitive knowledge. You got the owl here. It's about wisdom. I think you guys are smart. I don't know. I'm picking that up. I think you guys are quite intelligent people, but most definitely, even Moon is intelligence. Like, people think Mercury is just like Mercury's intelligent. All the planets are honestly very intelligent, including Jupiter. It's like all these planets are extremely smart. But moons are intuitive intelligence. It's like, I intuitively just know things. I intuitively know this. I intuitively know that. It's an intuitive intelligence. Very powerful in terms of how it redirects your life. Most definitely tap into what's in your house 1, what's in your house 2, and get clear about those energies, because that's what you're being called to. It's like, activate your house 1, activate your moon energy, and activate your sun. You know, this is you. It's like ascendant, moon, and sun. This is you. They want you to know thyself. So Athena knowledge. Yes, yes, yes. So I was talking about how do we know ourselves better? Well, we have to teach ourselves how to know ourselves better. So we need to, like, do the research, do the knowledge, do the work, do the knowledge. We have to do the work. We have to research and observe ourselves like we're getting the PhD. That's crazy that I mentioned that and then it popped out. Okay. So 5 is about change, creativity. I'm getting creativity, Leo energy. Like, bring more of that creative spark. There's no rules. There are laws, but there are not rules in this world. We make them up. So make up your own rules about what, like, if you were to make up your own rules in terms of the dream life and obtaining it, what kind of rules would you want to live by? There you go. 5 and 1. This adds up to 5 again. Another 5. 5 and 1. Yeah, so you guys have a lot of 5. So I think maybe you're also like some change. You guys are needing change, a shakeup for this pile. You're needing a shakeup. Also, change is coming into your life. I mean, with this ascendant, moon, and sun energy popping up, I think your life is you're going through some kind of transition or awakening right now, because there's a lot of 5s popping up. So you guys are going through quite a bit of change. I think you guys are aligning more with your true self, and you're activating more of this divine alchemy and conscious manifesting. You're learning how to consciously manifest what you really, really, really want. So, I mean, with this Fool and Compassion next to each other, I feel like you guys are on the right path. Trust yourself more. Tap into your humor. Like, when life gets frustrating and you want to cry, tap more into your humor and use that to just levitate. Okay, 5 and 1 adds up to 6. Yeah, follow your heart. Okay. Advice for this pile, guys. And we'll end shortly. Pluto in Taurus in the 5th house. Look at that. Look at that. Talk about 5th house. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, you guys are being called to get really creative, like passionately, like intensely creative. Yeah, Pluto's the intense, but it's like a hidden intensity. It's like very much 8th house. So dive into your creative spark, like deep dive. subconscious energy here showing up again. Really dive into like what really sparks your imagination. Taurus energy is like about the senses, you know, the 5 senses, smell, touch, taste, you know, re-engage your senses for what sparks your creativity. You know, what kind of music do you like to listen to? What do you like to see? Like what visual experience do you want to have? What kind of food do you want to eat? I don't know, like anything can spark your creative imagination here. Clarify for the Pluto in Taurus in the 5th house. Let's see what we got here. We got, ooh, workaholics. Yeah, you guys need to slow down. They want you to slow down and enjoy life and be present. Yeah, that's the workaholic card. You're smart. You guys were smart. You guys are intelligent. You guys have been doing a great job, but now it's time to focus on you and like what you really want. Tell me more, guys. We have 2 of Swords. Listen to your intuition more. Yeah, stop following that rat race of what other people say you're supposed to do in life. They don't know. People don't have a clue. They're just making it up. They're making it up, and that's the sad thing. It's like they're making it up. Yep. We got Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles reverse, and 6 of Swords reverse. Okay, so clarify the 6 of Swords, please. Clarify the 6 of Swords, please. I think that wanted to come out. That was. Oh, I'll set it aside. It's the King of Swords. And we got here. Ooh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, you guys are very involved. I feel like you guys are around a lot of people, or you like to be around people, or that's what you thought. You thought that was what you wanted, and then you're like, maybe not. So you're feeling maybe indecisive and not sure if you like want to leave these relationship dynamics. But the thing is, it's in your energy, guys. Like, you want to change. You want change. Is it something's telling you something's not working? Something's off. Listen to that open and close. Something's close right here. With this King of Swords, it's like, I'm not feeling this. There's a disconnection here happening. Okay, so what you're being called to do, most definitely just focus on yourself, okay? Focus on yourself, 5th house energy, focus on yourself. If you're being called away, go away. Don't feel guilty about it. Just go away. Go away into your cave, into your amazing, imaginative, beautiful cave of life, and just start creating, because that's where you're being called. Listen to that. You know, with this Page of Cups, you know, you can sense something's off. I need to tap more into being myself. I need to pull away from these energies. Yeah, the first step is like pulling away physically. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's a huge, even like while I was doing my journaling, it helped a lot when I finally left group dynamics that were not serving me. When I left those group dynamics, I was like, whoa, the energy just lifted off of me, and I felt better. Advice for this pile, guides. All right, so one more piece of advice, and then we'll end. Oops. What's y'all? Rahu in 8th house in Virgo. Trust in that which is not seen. Rahu is the North Node. Your destiny, your destiny. Yeah, you guys are being called inward, introspective. You're being called to have an introspective journey to reinforce your power, your sense of power with yourself. Yeah, maybe you feel empowered because people kind of, the thing is, it feels like people are taking away, they can't really take away our power, but it feels like they can, because they made up rules. They made up rules that said that they could take our power, but you have to create new rules and understand they can't take your power. My power is always mine. It's always mine. My energy, my power, my life force. So you guys are in the process of healing that and taking back your life force. So get curious, again, get curious about yourself. I mean, 8th house is all the hidden, it's like the hidden knowledge. We got knowledge here, and I was picking up intuitive knowledge. Virgo's about healing. So, if you guys are feeling called towards astrology, divination, books about spirituality, most definitely know that this is where they want you to go and focus your energy. It's on your rich inner world to realign that energy so that you can reestablish your power that you've always had, but you need to feel it. So it's like, even though you have it, the only way you can truly access it, practice using it, practice learning about it, practice using it, and then stretch the muscle. And the more you'll find you have the power. It's in your hands. Okay, so let me go ahead and end your reading here. Pile number 1. Sorry, 2. Pile number 2. I hope you guys have a beautiful day or evening. Let me know if it resonated. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the fluorite, then this is your reading. So I'll start with reading your crystal first and then your cards. So today we're looking into how to make your energy expensive, okay? Right? We all need this. Making your energy expensive. Look. Like, I'm all about masculine energy. I like taking action, of course. But life sometimes is just, there's a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on, and sometimes we just want to make it easier. I am doing this reading because I want you guys to see how can you make your life easier now. Okay. Guides, align me with the energies of pile number 3. Ooh, saw something here. Lisa. Okay, I am trying to find the words for this and what I'm getting here. So it's taking me to sort of like the imagery. You know how, oh, okay. I don't know if you guys have ever made a palette, like an artist palette. You can make them out of mirrors. So if you like go to a store, you can go to like Goodwill or something and just buy a mirror or a frame. And then what you do, I'm thinking about a mirror. Like if there's like a raw edge of the mirror, you tape the raw edge of the mirror so that you have this like palette. So you're being called to sort of like soften the edges. Yeah, that's what it is. Soften the edges. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Okay, now let's translate this into practical knowledge that people really know. So to smoothen the edges, soften the edges, this is about, I don't know, maybe you're rough around the edges and you're needing to like, you're being asked to like, get it together, girl. You know, or guys, sorry. But it's like smoothen the edges. It's too sharp, too serious, too focused, too sharp, we need to smooth it out. We need a little bit more fluidity in there. We need a little bit of feminine energy. We need a little magic, creativity. It's too serious. It's too pointy. So I'm feeling like this pile, maybe you're like really good at to-do lists and like focusing on your life and like being on task. Nah, let's mess it up a little bit. We need a little mess. We need a little edginess. Okay, that wanted to come out, edginess, even though I'm like, we're smoothing the edges. It's too safe. It's just too it's too boxed in. We need round curves. We need curves. Yeah, it's too straight. So I feel like you guys are just like, maybe you're really good at sticking with your to-do list and getting things that you need to get done, but you're needing to infuse a little bit more of like creativity into your daily routine and magic too. And intuition, like have more fun with your day-to-day life. Have more fun with, ooh, you know, how can we make this fun? You know, so it's not so serious. You know, get more in touch with your inner child perhaps, so it's not so serious. Okay, let me see what else I can get. Ooh, it's crowded in there. What's going on? You guys got a lot of thoughts. You got a lot going on up there in your mind. Got a lot going on. Y'all, it's crowded up in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys are most definitely being called to, oof, it's you got a lot going on up there. It's cluttered. That's funny. Okay, so clutter. How do we take away the mental? It's like mental clutter. That's what I'm getting. I mean, it makes sense. We got fluorite here. So you guys got some mental clutter going on. A lot of thoughts. A lot of da 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 this, da 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 that, da 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 da. You know, look. Why are we here? Let's remember. Why are we here? We're here to experience life. We're not here to work. We're not here to work for money. All of that is like BS. They make up this stuff because they. I don't know. Who's the they? It's made up. Make up your own rules. There are laws, yes, but there are not rules. People make up rules. We make up rules. Make up the rules that fit the life that you desire. Okay, so this clutter, I don't know. I feel like maybe you're needing to collect. Okay, A cleanse, most definitely. This pile you're needing to cleanse. Maybe it's clutter in your physical space. Look, if a mind is cluttered, typically the space is cluttered too. Sometimes. But sometimes people, like, I used to clean houses and like they would have immaculate houses, but I'm willing to bet some of them had some mental clutter, right? So even if you have an immaculate house, there's a lot going on up there. Yeah, you guys need to empty this out. You guys need to space out. You guys need a vacation. I'm being called to say you need a vacation. You need to go space out. You deserve a break. This pile, you deserve a break from everything that I'm seeing here. You deserve a break. It's a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. Now that we've established it's a lot, how can we simplify it? House 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. We got to your house 12. Yep. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And our final card is house 5. You guys got 3 houses. That's insane. Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Yeah. So we were talking about the mental clutter, right? House 12, it can be about travel, sometimes foreign lands. House 5 is about that inner child. We're needing to activate it for sure. Yeah, so a lot of mental clutter. They're wanting you to bring, I think, these energies to this. The mind here. So, soften our edges. How do we soften our edges? We get playful. We have fun. We stop trying to use our mind to resolve everything and just trust life. House 12, this is about trusting life. So the way that we can do this, I talked about this in one of my videos, my 10-day cleanse to abundance, is we get more in touch with just setting intentions. Just wake up, set an intention. Today, it's going to go great. Today is, just say it out loud. So the universe just knows. And they align with your energy. They're like, okay, let's do everything we can to make sure she gets what she wants or he gets what he wants. So you deserve to have what you want, but they're most definitely asking you to like space out a little bit. Stop trying to control the circumstances in the situation and be perfect about dotting your I's and crossing your T's. You don't need to do that. To enrich your energy, you need to like let go, and let God. So house 5, yeah, let go and God, let God. This is about, getting playful, enjoying life, infusing more fun into your routine. So what would be a good example about fun? Honestly, the way that I like to have fun is I don't plan. I just, spontaneity, jump into things, do things randomly. I don't know. Maybe it helps to be organized, but sometimes I like to just look at in my fridge and be like, okay, what am I going to cook today? And I just start pulling things out and I'm like, all right. And I just like, bam, I make a meal. I don't try to like order it. I'll buy, you buy some fish or something, or you buy some spinach and you're like, oh, okay. And you bring it out the fridge and you're like, okay, what are we going to do? And you just start doing things. So here's the thing. If the energies are available, you can use them. You need to use that, more of that like intuitive creativity of like what can happen. Be open to spontaneity. Be open to surprises. Maybe even tap into this childhood, right? It says childhood relations here. Your early learning, like tap into your childhood magic of, ooh, what are we doing today? Where are we gonna go? Let's just go to a random restaurant today and review them on Yelp. Clearly, I can have as much fun as an old person here. Clearly I'm an introvert. Yes, there are so many fun things to do in life. It's just up to you to decide what that looks like for you. Make up the rules. We also have here stellar gateway activation, infinite potential manifestation vortex. Oh my gosh, that's intense. I'm gonna have to read the book on that one. I don't think I've read it before. Have I gotten the card before? Maybe once. Okay, let us look into this. Yeah, so the way I tap into my intuition for these readings, for example, I don't know, I like loosely plan things out. I'm not rigid about anything. And then I'm just open. I'm open. And I leave time. So like, I like to always plan. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have like 4 hours or whatever. I just like to like give time for things so that I show up on time and I end on time, but I don't plan. There is a way. There is a way. Okay, so we have here, the stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras and is found about 12 to 24 feet above our head. Ooh, awesome. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation. We were talking about laws, rules, and the quantum field. Ooh, so this is about like jumping, quantum leaping, right? You guys don't need to like do everything to get there. You can just like let it happen. Quantum field enholds our life's potential as it holds all the intentions. Ooh, there's that word. I love it when that happens. That we set before this incarnation and all the intentions we've set during it that support the ever unfolding path. Y'all, okay, the advice was on point. Take it, please. Of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. And when we connect with it, we come into alignment, ooh, that's what this reading is about, with all aspects of our soul's journey, including when we were part of the cosmos. This card transports to, ooh, and I was talking about 12th house travel, to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within. Above the stargate there are three-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest king of Atlantis, who is one of the ancient masters, holding the secrets of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and of our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power and of how our soul has existed through lifetimes. The stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. And I was just saying, let God, let God. You are a master manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, and non-actions and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Oh my goodness, I love that. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up. I'm claiming this pile, by the way. I don't usually do that. Up to your stellar gateway, and if you're aligned with the intentions, your soul, and before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time, and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. Gosh, I can't believe how many times they've used that word. That's insane. Okay, for if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, ooh, for this pile, hint, hint, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. All right, turn your mind off and turn your intuition on. Exit the mental plane and enter into the energy plane. Energy, spirituality, magic, it exists. It's everywhere. Create rules for you. Okay, we also have here ritual healing connection, heart chakra, 16. Okay, so this is about reading. They're talking about the earthly plane a lot, or yeah, earth. So this is about omens. This is about connecting to being present with nature, the earth, and everything around us. Just connected to everything. Everything is a healing experience for you, and it can be. Let the universe, like, work with the universe. They already know your desires. Just work with the universe intuitively to show you where to go, what to do. Stop getting in your mind and thinking like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? No, let the universe show you. Follow the omens, follow the impulses, follow the energy. Okay, 6 about following your heart. 1 plus 6 adds up to 7, which is about direct downloads. With this huge manifestation vortex, I feel like you guys have a powerful energy about you where you can manifest. You just need to get out of your own way. We have here Judge. Lay attributes: balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Shadow attributes: offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Yeah, you know, this card popped down. I was like, what's this supposed to be for this pile? Because it was kind of random. But I'm going to take it. We're going to make the most of this. So this is about balance. Takes me to the justice card. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. How can I reinterpret this to match up with the energy of this pile? So, I wonder if I should change my battery. I'll change my battery. Okay, so I'm going to connect this to the Justice card and to Libra energy. So this is about clearing the mental space. So I like the words that they have here: justice and compassion. So maybe your mind is very cluttered because you're always trying to think about what's the right thing to do, or what should I do, or what, we all have these ideas about how we're supposed to be living life, essentially. And it's like, yes, you have the right idea in mind. And I feel like for this manifestation, this powerful manifestation energy to be showing up, it's like, yes, you are thinking right. It is good to be organized with your life, but most definitely tap into that feminine energy too. And more of that magic and more of that compassion for yourself as well. Make sure you're distributing your energy so it's not so in one direction. I just thought about the band. I mean, I don't even know their songs. I mean, I know of them, but I don't know which one is their songs. Don't know them that well. Managing the fair distribution of power. I feel like it's about using, I'm just going to reinterpret this my way. It's about tapping into your own power, your own inner power. Maybe you heavily judge yourself sometimes as far as like, again, what you need to do and how you're supposed to live your life. So redistributing that energy and redirecting it inwardly so that it's moving towards your desires instead of excessively judging how things are supposed to go. Just being in that mental plane, essentially. Overthinking. So we also have here, lighten your load. Ooh. Yeah, so, yeah, I was saying it's cluttered. It's cluttered. Whether that's actually cluttered, I mean, I'm not getting that from all of these energies, but maybe that is showing up in your life. But most definitely lighten your load when it comes to your day-to-day life. There's too much going on. We're not here to work for money. We're not here to satisfy other people's desires. We're here to honestly live our own desires. But we want to match up with people who really align with our desires too. So lighten your load. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. And it's someone probably told you, oh yes, you need to do all of this and do all of that. No, you don't. Take off that load. So the load can be different for everyone. It could be the mental clutter. It could be this idea of like, I'm supposed to be doing my life, living my life this way. It could be this career, all these ideologies. Here's the thing. There's no point. What's the point if you're not enjoying yourself? If you're not enjoying yourself, if you're not like feeling in tune and being like, this is the life I've always dreamt of, like everybody deserves that. Everyone deserves to live the life that they've always dreamt of. If you're not living the life that you've always dreamt of, then what's the point? What are we here for then? What are we here to do? So whatever feels like a burden for you, this worldly ideas, however someone else told you to live, not anymore. We also have here Léger Revelation 28. Okay. So maybe there is a strong connection to Libra, because this always reminds me of Vishaka energy, which is in Libra and Scorpio. Revelations. So I feel like this is what you guys have access to when you clear that mental clutter and that excess. This light and load is like the excess of energy that you want to redirect towards your desires, your peace, enjoying your life. So this is kind of like one of your powers, tapping into like those downloads, those revelations. I feel like you guys are meant to be very much in tune with the world. We're getting like a lot of magical energy for this pile. So, yeah, it's like, I think soften the edges. So maybe you guys are focused on your manifestation and you're like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Wake up and forget. Get amnesia and start again. Like you're a kid. You don't need to do, like, there's no rush. There's nothing, none of that. In fact, when you're just enjoying your life, that's when manifestations come in. It's when you're just present. You're just enjoying your life. You're connecting to everything. People, the planet, the earth. When you're so connected, that's when things come in for you. So, I mean, maybe there's something about you with this 12th house energy. You have access to the ether. You have access to magic, revelations. And you want to tap more into this, right? This enriches your energy. It's to like be intuitive, be connected with the universe in this way, this potent way. But most definitely, don't overwhelm yourself with thinking, I have to do it this way or I have to do it that way. Yeah. Okay. So let us go ahead, get some additional advice. Additional advice for this pile. How can they make their energy expensive? We got 4th house, Pluto. Ooh, and Scorpio. Guys, what are you guys doing? Just kidding. Pluto, yeah. You guys got Pluto in Scorpio in the 4th house? That's intense. So a lot of feminine emotional energy here. Yeah, so you guys are needing to tap more into your emotions and involve that. To me, Pluto and 4th house and Scorpio all take me to psychology, the psychology, our psyche, like what makes us feel comfortable, our mental, emotional state and well-being. So mental health is most definitely coming through for this pile. Yeah, so I think you guys do judge yourself quite intently. Maybe you have a harsh inner critic. And if you do, you do. It's just a part of life. And now the muscle you need to work, oh my gosh, you can see that. The muscle you need to work is the 10th house. The muscle you need to work is affirmations, enjoying life, just enjoying your life, loving yourself. There's nowhere you need to go. There's nothing you need to do. No, it's all made up, okay? There's no like, oh, you need to manifest your dream life. No, you don't. There's no time clock on it. It's like what feels good to you right now. Yeah, just go do some random things. Go for a bike ride. Yeah, so transforming our emotions in a way that's healthy. I said 8th house. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, well. Yeah, so most definitely your subconscious mind, even 12th house takes me to the subconscious as well. Your subconscious mind is needing to be healed here. Pluto's about the transformation. So we're needing to heal our our psychology, how we think about ourselves, most definitely. How you think about yourselves, how you perceive things. How can you perceive things a little bit clearly and better and healthier, not overthink. Yeah, it's interesting. We got Scorpio, we got 8 here. And I was talking about Revelations, this takes me to Vishaka, which is also in Scorpio. Yeah, interesting. Okay, guys, can I get some clarity on this Pluto in Scorpio in the 4th house? That kind of flipped out. Gotcha. Okay, so first additional piece of advice coming through with the Star card reverse. Yeah, so they're most definitely wanting you to find a balance with your spiritual and material life here. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull a clarifier for the Star card. Can I get another clarifier for the Star card? Okay. Yeah, so you guys are needing to, create a much more balance in your life. So with the 6 of Pentacles showing up reversed, I think you guys are star seeds. You guys are star seeds, right? You believe in manifestation. You're lost in this 12th house energy. You're vibing with this energy. But that's so interesting. So this pile, you guys are actually being called to balance your mystical energy a little bit more here. There might be a little bit of an excess. Maybe you guys space out quite a bit. There's a lot going on. I know it's cluttered. It's cluttered in there. Whoops. I think the round or soften the edges. It's about tapping more into the practicality as well as life. You're just needing to find a practical balance here. You're needing to find a balance between, your spiritual essence and your practical essence. So it's not so excess. And here's the thing. You know if you're balanced, like if you feel somewhat intuitively balanced, based off of how you feel. Like if you feel overwhelmed by like, oh my gosh, I need to go to the grocery store and I've been neglecting it for some time. Maybe I've been overly focusing on my manifestations, right? Yeah, so you're being called to like tap more into like be here on earth. Be here on earth and just like reconnect. Most definitely. A little bit better. Get in touch with your senses. Advice for this pile, guys. Yeah, just find a balance. So we have here, yeah, look at that. Earth energy. Moon in Taurus in the 10th house. Yeah, each pile had a different theme. Your theme is Well, actually, I rolled Taurus pretty much. Oh, interesting. Taurus does keep coming out. Yeah, so you're just being called to be more present. You know, every time I look at this card, she just looks so present and available. So just be more present. I think the seriousness is maybe you're seriously manifesting or trying to, anyways. Desiring for more, for more. Yes, so Moon in 10th house, very practical knowledge coming through here. It's just focus on your day-to-day life and focus on making sure all of your responsibilities are balanced and taken care of. So, was this the pile was I was like, you cross your, okay, I don't know. I don't even remember anymore. Okay, any more additional advice for this pile, guides? Let's see. Tell me more about the Magician here. Whoa, were these up? Were these all turned around? Clarify this tarot reading, please. It's Pluto again. It's in the sign of Taurus. Okay. Yeah. So in order for you to get more of that clarity that you want, for this group, for this pile to enrich your energy, you're most definitely being called to just be a lot more present. So we have Pluto in the 4th in Taurus. Again, it's like re-engaging your senses. Re-engaging your senses. Re-engage your senses in a way that is really healthy for you. Yeah, these energies are interesting. It's because it makes me feel as if it's like a lot of resistance is showing up here. It's like I'm trying, but it's not working, or I'm trying, it's not going the way I want here. Trying too hard. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that for this pile. Like, you're trying too hard. So whatever you feel like you're trying too hard at, we need to not do that. Lighten your load. Be more present. Enjoy your life. Be more present. Connect with people. Enjoy your food. Have fun. Have fun. We don't need to be getting revelations every day. We got the Justice card wanted to pop out for you guys. Any more additional advice? World card and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about, again, it's about balance. World card is about resisting change, typically, or resisting movement, or resisting energy flow, really. Let's think about it. It's about energy flow. And 9 of Pentacles is about, yeah, so again, Pentacles advice keep coming through. Okay, so last piece of advice that I'm going to give to this pile is just practice. Focus more on the practicality of your life. Being more present and enjoying the simple things, like simplifying it. Because there's just a lot going on. Simplify your life, and I think, again, just like setting intentions is good. Just like set an intention. You know, we don't have to have this intense to-do list of like, how do I do this and access this and tap into this, and, you know, just take it day by day. Take your life day by day, and really see how can you create a better experience for yourself on a day-to-day basis. 4th house is like, you know, could be about your home day life. You know, I just, you know, see with this energy and with this 9 of Pentacles, it's like really enjoying the physical experiences of life. It's like, ooh, like taking a shower. Let's take an awesome shower. Cooking a delicious meal. Cook a really good meal. Going to work. Ooh, it's going to be a really good day at work. Yeah, they want you to plant your feet on the ground a little bit more here. Plant your feet on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, I forgot to say 2 and 8 add up to 10. We got the world card. So 10 is about end of a cycle, birth of a new. I'm detecting from all these piles, I feel like I'm like picking up some things, like additional things besides the question. But with this Stellar Gate, you know, gateway activation, I feel like you guys are on path to manifesting some powerful experiences and like, you know, kind of like life-changing things. But the next step for you is like being more present and lightening your load. So whatever excess you're currently experiencing that is creating an imbalance in your life, that's what we need to relieve ourselves of. So we can officially end this cycle and birth this beautiful, dreamlike, gorgeous experience. Take it day by day. That's my suggestion. Is just take it day by day and make sure you keep up with your, you know, obligations without overwhelming yourself with excess of information or to-do lists. All right. Let me know if this resonated. Have a beautiful day or evening. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. If you chose a clear quartz, then this is your reading. So I'm going to start with reading your crystal first and then your quartz. So let's look into how can you make your energy expensive, right? We want to know how to make our energy expensive, okay? So that our life can be easier, so that we're not exhausting ourselves trying to do all of this excess work that is not needed. How can we access more ease in our life, create more ease? Okay, so let's go ahead and look into these energies. Guides, dial me into the energies of pile number 4, please. I feel like for this pile, you're being called towards a refresh and a reset. I'm getting that ice cube energy from this crystal. Yeah, just like refreshing, a reset. Refresh, reset. Okay, I'm seeing like spider webs. So like, if you think about like whenever you walk through a spider web, it's like, ooh, gross. It's very uncomfortable. It's like tangly. So it feels a little bit of tangly in your energy. It feels a little tangly, like there's a lot going on. And it's like, I don't know, I keep imagining someone wanting to like walk through it, but they're slowing them down. You know, all these webs. So cobwebs are symbolic of, I mean, for me in this reading, they're symbolic for a cleaning, a cleansing, a clearing, a cleaning, cleansing, clearing, needing to get it out of the way. Yeah, I feel like I can't move. Like if I imagine myself walking in these spider webs, I can't. They're like huge webs, and I'm like, oh, I can't even move my legs. I can't even go. So the energy feels stuck. So in order for us to get the energy unstuck, first we need to clear the webs and then get moving. So with the refresh energy, this feels like something that's like, it's a buildup. So think of like a clogged drain, like the energy is kind of clogged. It's like maybe like pent up energy. It's like clogged, it's under the surface. It's wanting to come out and move and be like, whew. But in order for it to move and for it to flow, we need to like unclog it. So there's like a blockage, something we need to get out of the way. What do we need to get out of the way? What do these webs feel like? Or something, the words that are coming is, it looks nice on the surface, but underneath it's not cute. It looks nice on the surface, but it's not. It's like maybe something, you're holding on to something that you think is helping you, but it's actually not helping you. It looks good, so it's kind of like superficial, like it looks good, but it isn't. It doesn't hold any real substance or value. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your cards and see what we got here. So we got Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. Yes, yes, yes. We also have here, so dark, it looks so dark. Oh, that's because the lamp is in the light. Yeah, let me just realign this for you guys here. We also have here 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. Ooh, intense. So your Mercury is being taken to the 8th house. Okay, so it is old stuff. 8th house is like past. can get us stuck in the past. Our mind is stuck in the past. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So it's like maybe you've been trying to operate in a certain way where you're like, oh, you know, this is what I just do. You know, I'm so used to doing things like this, and I'm so used to doing that because I'm comfortable. But it's like, okay, but now it's to the point where you have to let it go because it has to evolve, because it's stuck energy now. It's not this way of thinking. It's a thinking for you. It's like a thinking pattern. It's the way you see something. This thinking pattern is old news. It's not working for you now. We're always being called to evolve, and this reading is most definitely here to tell you you need to evolve your thinking and your approach to something. It's like old thinking. It's antiquated. In order for you to proceed forward, we need like new, refreshing energy to come in. We have here solar. Oh my gosh, this card is such an explosion. I was like, speaking of new energy, you got an explosion of the rainbow here. every color shooting at you. So solar light upgrade, solar plexus, chakra, inner fire, willpower. Yeah, I was getting at stuck energy. We want to move. Solar plexus chakra is about it's about your inner fire. It's about your willpower. It's about your confidence. It's about shining that light. So let's go ahead and look in addition. I mean, guys, this is like a unicorn on crack. It's like crazy colors here. Let's go ahead and look at, sorry if that was a little too sarcastic. I don't know, I put out that joke and I'm like, wait, should I have said that? I don't usually say things like that, but these readings, they bring it out of me. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in a pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut. Yeah, okay, so your gut, your instincts, solar light, your sun energies need to be activated here. What else can we say? Yeah, so your confidence is being activated. Even Mercury in the 8th house, it's like we're kind of hidden, we're in the shadows. Time to get out of those shadows, be seen in the lights. Yes. Okay. Our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and our drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. Yeah. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light. In the pit of our being, this is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. Well, we got some ancient wisdom, so maybe Mercury in 8th house can give you some ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. Yeah, so I always like to say, I haven't brought it up in my readings lately, but we have past life gifts. So don't think you have to start all over. Like you've been, your soul, your spirit has been like on this journey for lifetimes, and you're here to evolve. So you have you've already gone through certain things, and your guides are like, okay, time to evolve to something else in this lifetime. Okay, we don't want to re-experience the same thing we did in the last lifetime, but we want something new because we want you to be continuously evolving. Okay. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is the perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open like the warm summer sun, kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in you and now. Woohoo! Yeah, so it's like boom, explosion, light. Time to light it up. This pile is time to light up. Okay, we have here 22, I'm the light of my soul, third eye chakra. 22 is the master number. It's connected to dreams and visionary. So it's a very visionary number. So these people are 22, yeah, life path or birthday people are tapped into just getting really creative, intuitive, and just using their magical essence, their energy. So maybe you've been I don't know, maybe you've been really routine. Life has been really routine. All right, to get more in tune with this energy and really make it rich is we need to tap more into your creative spark. We also have here courage. Yeah, so you guys are being told to step into the limelight here. Even this reminds me she's very beautiful. It reminds me of a lot of the old Venusian paintings of the Venuses, the beautiful women, the naked women. So you're being called to step into your naked truth. You're being called to step up. Most definitely. Step up and stand out. You know, I was kind of getting a vision of a guy. I don't know. This did come in, but I didn't see anything. I don't know why. I saw like a guy sitting on a sofa and he's just like living like a, you know, just like a life. He's just living life, but it's like boring and, you know, drab. You know, he needs to bring some more color. You know, he's just sitting there sipping his soda, watching his TV. And I'm like, that's boring. You know, don't you want to like live life, experience, feel enthusiasm? So you guys are being called to step out. So whatever you feel like you want to be the front of, get more attention, be confident in, and stand out, this is what you're being called to do. We have here monk, nun. Oh, maybe not, just kidding. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. The shadow attributes is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Okay, I feel like the negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety is what I'm getting from this pile. Judgment, a little Mercury 8th house can be a little, what do you call it, pessimistic? Sometimes the 8th house, it just pulls you into that pessimism because it forces you to just like reacquaint yourself with certain energies. So it says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Yes. Yes. So what does that make you think of? Devotion, devotion, devotion to the light, devotion to energy, devotion to the life. So this is kind of like the new thinking or the way of thinking that they want you to embrace right now. This is like being in tune with yourself, for sure. Being in tune with yourself. Even Mercury in 8th house can be about getting more in tune, right? Getting more in tune, getting more intuitive. They want you to tap more into your intuition to guide you and to show you the way and what you need to do. Even 8th house, it brings me to, it can be a very intense house. And the way that we redirect that scorpionic, turbulent water energy is devotion. So we direct it one way towards evolving and transformation and evolution. So you're being called to kind of really look inward very deeply about what spark you're here to bring to light. We also have here well-being. Yeah, take care of yourself, please. I was seeing that guy drinking soda. Soda's okay, but it ain't okay every day. Honestly, I don't drink any soda because it's so sweet. I would rather eat a pastry or ice cream, okay? So well-being, yeah, just take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis. Try not to overindulge. You know, maybe it feels comfortable, but that energy is stagnant. You know, sometimes those foods that we eat, it just gets our energy moving in a very slow manner. I don't know about you, but I can't eat that every day or all the time. Unless I'm like burning the calories racing across America, because that stuff will slow my system down. Yeah, so well-being, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're getting your daily rest. You're getting that daily nutrition. Last, we have inexperience. Yeah, you guys are just being called to step out into this inexperience. So the old way of thinking is like, okay, maybe you've been doing something. You're like, oh, well, I'm good at it. But are you passionate? Are you enthusiastic? Are you inspired? Because you're being called to like shine. And sometimes the way that we shine best is we have to like re-engage the energy. So like one of the things I like to do for myself, I can always feel when the energy is kind of stagnating. And I like to like freshen up my energy somehow, like challenge myself differently in other areas of my life or doing something, because this helps to refresh the energy. So when we continuously evolve and step out of our comfort zone, which is what we're made to do, by the way, that's what you're made to do. It's not stay consistent. Like consistency is good until a certain limit. Like daily routine is good for, you know, taking care of yourself. You want to automate certain like good habits, but you also want to automate stepping out of your comfort zone because it's so life-giving. That life force is constantly being asked of you. It's asking of you to evolve. It's constantly asking of you to change. It's constantly asking of you to grow. It's constantly asking of you to shine your light. It's constantly asking its life force to be used. So in order for us to re-engage that life force, sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zone and step into new, refreshing experiences. That makes us see things in a new light. It feels new again, relearning. Yeah, new. Oh gosh, I'm running out of words. But yes, it's like seeing things from a child's eyes. Yeah, so we have here lots of twos, balance, 2 2s, 4s. We got 2 4s, so make sure you are grounding yourself, grounding your energy. It's not going crazy, being too turbulent maybe, turbulent water, that 8th house energy, or excess, not overly indulging. 4 and 2, add up to 6, follow your heart. You know, what really gets your heart pumping? Okay, so guides, advice for this pile, please. We got Rahu in 4th house in Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah, so you're being called to your home life. That makes sense. Home life. I mean, I think just kind of paying attention to your desires, because 4th house, it takes me to like, okay, what do I want? What feels good for me? 4th house energy is like you paying attention to your desires, paying attention to what you want, making life an experience that you have created for yourself. Sagittarius is like that optimistic, bright, like brightening your life, brighten your life, brighten your daily life. Advice for this pile, guides. Actually, clarify the Rahu in Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm getting that newness. We want new. 10 of Swords. Yeah, so that mental clutter. Okay, that kind of flipped out. Keep going. It's like a Knight of... Okay, there we go. Yes, I love it. Yeah, so part of why we need to step out of our comfort zone is because it's healing. It heals your confidence. So the way you heal confidence, or you heal your fears, you're scared of doing something, is you just go do it, right? You just go do it. You do it in spite of the consequences. You do it in spite of like, oh no, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. Yeah, so like letting go of this, again, we need to let go of this antiquated way of thinking. We're holding on. We're holding on. We're holding on to what we think is like really comfortable. But in order for us to actually access real fulfillment here, we need to tap more into change, getting out of our comfort zone, doing things that really inspire us, right? That Rahu and Sagittarius, what inspires you? How can I create an inspiring life for myself? Clarify this 10 of Cups. Ooh, so maybe some of you are mothers, some of you are parents here. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself. With that Rahu in 4th house, most definitely, look, regardless of whatever gender you are, home life should be an experience that we get to enjoy. We really get to enjoy. This is our private, personal life, and yeah. So there's most definitely they're wanting you to focus on being more present, maybe more content with having those or creating those experiences with family. I was seeing this guy. He was at home, but he wasn't not having fun. It was like a monotonous routine. Let's get out of a monotonous routine. Let's create fun in the home. You know, the kids are changing every day. Go ask them what's going on. How are you different today? Maybe they also want you to tap more into your nurturing energy as well with that Empress. Your nurturing energy. The Empress is very magnetic, very nurturing, nourishing. Tap into that. That's going to enrich your energy using that. Okay. Oops. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot about family here. So most definitely make sure you're connecting with your families. Oh my gosh, it's such a privilege to have a family. You know, being alone is not fun. I mean, I'd imagine it's not fun all the time. But family is good. Even if they are a little crazy, it's okay. They're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be a perfect match, you know? We're supposed to be challenging each other in some ways. Advice for this pile, guides. How can they enrich their energy, make it expansive? Jupiter in Cancer in the 9th house. Yeah, again about that feminine, magical, nurturing, nourishing energy there. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, so that's really impactful. That means they really want the energy to flow, and it's in its own house. Wow. Yeah, so there's a lot about spirituality as well here with the Monk and Nun, 9th house. This may be an area you're wanting to explore more, expand your belief system as well. So, guides, clarify this Jupiter in the 9th in Cancer for me. I got here Knight of Wands with 4 of Swords. Yeah, time to rest. Like maybe there's an excess of activity or even mental activity as well. But rest in the sense like rest, set aside the things that are no longer serving us. with this Knight of Wands, follow our passions, okay? We're resting the mental chatter. Now we're gonna like follow our passions, get into our body and like really be like, ooh, what am I passionate about today? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to travel to? What do I want to do? There's something also about, because Knights are about committing to a vision, because they're the ones who like do the work to help the kingdom, I believe. So there's like acts of service energy here being activated here, even ninth house. It's about like devotion, religion. So they're also wanting you to tap more into enriching your spiritual life, your spiritual connection. So I'm getting like kind of like rituals, like going to a temple or devoting to a practice every day. I feel like this is going to be very enriching for you. Maybe your soul, your spirit's been calling to you to do this for some time, and maybe you just haven't set aside the time to do that. Tell me more about the Jupiter in ninth house in Cancer. Yeah, Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, you guys are being called to fill up your cup. It's kind of emptying out here. And we have here Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of mental chatter going on. That's what the cobwebs were. It's like overthinking. Yeah, with the Mercury in 8th house. Yeah, so it's a lot of subconscious fears. We're needing to reassess this. So a lot of fears are illusions, and they're there. We need to process them. We most definitely need to. Otherwise, they're just going to catch up with you, and one day you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. So you do need to process your fears, but process a fear, and then just keep processing it, breathing it, letting go. Okay, I'm scared. I'm worried about this. Just like allow yourself to be scared. I'm like, okay, yes, I'm scared. And just keep focusing your attention on that energy, and then watch it fade away, because it always does. After it fades away, start infusing affirmations. So like, okay, this is what, like even with that solar energy, they're like asking you to light up and take action and re-engage with your life. Start reaffirming, okay, life is great. This is what I want to do. I want this kind of career, or I want to go explore this thing, or go there, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Everything is my birthright. It's like you got a lot of these emotions available here, like with all the water energy showing up in your reading, but it's moving in the wrong direction. It's kind of like a pessimistic energy, especially combined with this Eight of Swords. It's like there's an excess of thoughts. So we're needing to just like release that mental chatter. Advice for this pile, and get tapped into our intuition and our desires, and having fun and getting creative. We have here Pluto. Wow. What is with going? I keep getting Pluto today. Yeah, so transformation. Pluto in the 4th house in Taurus. That's about re-engaging your senses. Re-engaging your senses. Home life. Yeah, home life is where it starts. You know, when you wake up, how does your day start? You wake up. And you're like, okay. So that's a really good time to like start setting intentions and being like, okay, today's going to be a great day. Or today I'm going to focus on this goal. Or today I'm going to focus on this goal. And just kind of let life happen. Like let it happen. Let it unfold. Let it be this experience for you where you're just like, yes, good. Pluto in the 4th house is also about psychology. So we're needing to stabilize our psyche here a little bit. This is our comfort, our sense of comfort, what makes us comfortable. So again, reaffirm, because the fears, you know, we've created for ourselves I'm getting a lot of old fears. It's like I've had a lot of these fears. Mental health, yes, like I've had a lot of this excess mental health worries for a long time. Now, how can I release it? You need to process it. Journal, process, let it stabilize, and then move forward with your life. So sometimes we feel a lot of fears because it's created in our mind until we do it. So the best way to conquer fear is just to do things that you really want to do that you're scared of, because the desire to really want to do it, it's pulling you. Your energy is psychic, right? Your emotions are psychic. They know what you need. So if you feel so excited to do something, but you're scared at the same time, do it and then see what happens. And I'm willing to bet you the outcome is going to be good. That's how I started to learn how to trust my intuition more, because I was just like, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then I did it, and then it brought me exactly where I needed to be. So that's what you're needing for yourself. You're being called to stand out, start new things, new projects, and take action now. Like now's the time for this pile. Be courageous. It's time for you to stand out. What projects have you been putting off that you have been always wanting to do? What beautiful, you're here to create. You're a creator. You're here to create. Start creating. Get going. Put it out there. Share it with the world. People need to see this. This is what you're here to do. You're here to create and live life. Okay. Pile number 4. Oh, I just realized you got 4. 2 and 2 adds up 4. Yeah, that's cool. And you got house number 4. Yeah, so stability, stabilizing the psyche, with, releasing this excess of overwhelming thoughts and just really focusing on being grounded, activating your 5 senses, and being really present is what's going to help you. Okay, pile number 4. I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.